Hello, I'm Dr. Shadow MD, and this is a new segment about stories or interesting events that happened in my D&D group that I hold in person with miniatures like these. Uh, each story will have a different picture, like the group at the time. So, right now, in this instance, with this story, starts off like the beginning of the campaign. This is my first game I ever DM'd, so we started with the starter kit, and it was the Lost Mine of Peldelver, however you pronounce that. Um, our party characters for right now are Tikal, the Drow sorcerer, uh, Lily, the elf druid, and Rogar, the dragonborn barbarian. And you wonder why there's a little goblin there. Well, this is the story about Barry the Goblin. Um, since this is my first time DMing, um, their first encounter was with goblins. So naturally, they want to leave one alive to torture later. Or bend to their will. So, for a little bit there, they had a tied up goblin just in a cart with them. And then they eventually named him Barry. So he became Barry the Goblin. He sort of became their pet for like a couple of sessions. They eventually intimidated him so much that it kind of started like Stockholm syndrome, sort of. So they gave him weapons. He fought with them. He even showed where his lair was. That's where it all went downhill. It was all fine and dandy with going through the cave, but when they finally got to the boss of the area, which was a bugbear and a wolf, it went all downhill. Cause I think this was like the second or third session in, and they got pretty attached to Barry. And at the time, at the boss fight, Barry was riding on Rogar's shoulders. We did all the initiatives. The bugbear boss man rolled the highest, so he went first. First attack. A little knowledge beforehand. In these couple of sessions, there was a running gag that they couldn't throw anything. Like they couldn't throw javelins. So being an asshole, I decided to chuck a javelin at Barry because the bugbear was pissed that one of his underlings gave him up. So naturally, I rolled a 20. And how I described the situation was, he threw the javelin, was going right at Rogar, whizzed right past Rogar, hitting Barry off his shoulders, and pitting him on the wall in the back, instantly killing Barry. And the room got silent. I was like, huh, well, at least I didn't crit any of you guys. So, that was the rise and fall of Barry the Goblin. Also, Rogar took Barry's ears off after the fight to have a keepsake of him. And wanted to have them turned into necklaces. So, I made up like some sort of smith in the next town over, or a craftsman that could do it. He also he skinned the bugbear to make shins and like knee pads, elbow pads, and shin guards of bugbear pelt, I guess you'll call that. So the Kraken rolled really well for the shin guards and elbow pad, but I rolled a 1 for Barry's ears, and they got destroyed. So naturally, being a lawful evil character, had to go into a blind rage and murderize him. Meanwhile, right across the street, to call their drow sorcerer was trying to make purchases with another shopkeep, and I have him roll to see if he heard like noises, and he did. He looked outside the window and saw this to see Rogar just strangling the life out of this shopkeep, and he did the only thing he could do: stood in front of the window and blocked blocked the view from the NPC. So, but yeah, after that they're really like wary about picking up any more small creatures after that. I think I gave him another opportunity with another goblin, and I think they did take him, but they kind of just kept him at arm's length and wasn't took didn't put him in more involved as Barry they did with Barry. But yeah, that's how my group had a pet goblin.